Hey guys, welcome back to Crowns and Curl Space. I am Angela Key and we are back and we're going to be talking about a good one today. So again, this is Crowns and Curl Space where Sister Queens meets curls. If you are just starting to watch some of these videos, I am walking out this thing called life, and I have been going through just my journey of, self-discovery, self-rediscovery, probably is better. And in doing that, I have been just chipping away at things that do not serve me anymore, that have not served me. And so I know that this title probably is a bit peculiar. You're probably like, what does that mean? So let's jump on it. So the title for this message is Stop Giving Convenience Store Shoppers Club Member Benefits to Your Life. So for those of you who are not familiar with, these particular stores, I'm not going to name any because nobody's paying me yet. These particular stores require you to become a member in order to gain access to the benefits of what they have to offer. And so just using this as an analogy to you vetting individuals now. This is the new you. We are, walking through this thing called life, and we're choosing us now. And so that means that you're going to have to start to require or even qualify individuals into your life. And so this whole concept of giving convenience store shoppers, you got people that conveniently enter into your life and they're looking for all the benefits, anything that they can get from you, right? And I am just one of those people that I have a giving heart, and I'm very loyal, but that has come back to bite me a couple of times in my life, I'm just gonna say. And I didn't know how I was going to talk about this. I'm like, okay, Lord, how am I going to talk about this that's going to, resonate with people? And so I just kind of broke down some things into three things. And those three things, which are benefits, are your time, your energy, and your intimacy. We are going to have to start qualifying individuals to have access to these. So, I like to talk about my own personal experiences. That's what this is all about. This is about my own personal experiences. I'm not some type of psychiatrist or therapist or whatever you want to call it. I'm just sharing with you guys my experiences. And so in talking about time, and we all can definitely relate to time. We all have experienced a time or two where we felt like we completely wasted our time in doing something or time in someone. And so that's where I have been a number of times. And, I can remember one experience in particular where I had just, sorry, somebody's interrupting. I had just simply, had to come to the realization that over X amount of years, I have been investing time into someone that did not see or hold the same value to me. This particular experience, I needed their support. I needed them to step up and be there for me. I had put a lot of time into driving many hours round trip to events and just things that they wanted support, with. They needed people to show up, and they knew that they could call on me, and they knew that I was going to be there. I was going to put in the time to show up because that's the type of person that I am. And it was my turn now, right? I needed their time. I needed them to step up and do something for me for a change. And unfortunately, they didn't step up. They didn't step up. And it turned into this whole thing where I questioned our friendship. I questioned the whole motive behind our friendship. I wanted to know if this was a friendship or business-ship. And I say that because we did a number of things together in the business side of things. We did a lot of things together, and it was time for, and let me just say this to everybody that's watching, this is my story, right? This is my experience. And so I'm going to unapologetically share my experience. Okay, that's out of the way. So, I needed them to step up. I needed them to put in some time, and they did not do that. They dropped the ball big time. And it led me to question why I was even entertaining a relationship with them in the beginning. It was a hard pill to swallow for me. But in that moment, I just decided that I wasn't going to be that person anymore. I wasn't going to allow that person or anyone else to just gain access to me like that. And so, I started putting people on the chopping block and started chop it away. Because this is the thing that we like to do. We like to ignore the red flags. We like to make excuses because we are just so giving, right? We're so giving, and I don't like the term people pleaser because I don't like that term, but you can use it if you want to. But we like to just be there. We're loyal, right? And so we will give people chances after chances. We will allow them to waste our time. And let me tell you, people will waste your time if you let them. Okay? And so, I'll probably come back to that experience a little bit later. But one other thing that I have going on with me personally is, I am pursuing, on an educational level, some things that's just going to better position me in the industry that I'm currently in. And I knew that I could not allow my time to be wasted. I could not allow people to waste my time, because this is going to, or currently is taking up a lot of my time. And especially being a new mom, I am really valuing my time, and I'm not allowing anybody or anything to just disrespect my time. I have seen, not only me personally, well, I guess I can say personally, because I have been on that losing end a couple of times, but I have seen people just chronically, disrespectfully just waste people's time, right? I have seen that in them showing up and them deciding that they're going to show up hours late, no explanation, no apologies, no accountability, just, I'm here. And I have watched people not address it, allow it to carry on for a while, and just internally resent them, And so that's what I mean by people casually, conveniently dropping into your life and taking something so valuable as your time and mishandling it. So we cannot allow that to happen anymore, right? So I'm going to move on to the next thing, the next benefit that we cannot allow convenient shoppers, if you will, convenient individuals to come into our lives and just reap the benefits of, and that is your energy. And that just plays back into, the experience of just being there for someone, dropping everything that you're doing, pouring into people that they don't have the capacity to receive, and you being left drained. and unvalued. Putting your energy into individuals that just don't respect, don't qualify for that. That's something that we have to stop doing, is putting our energy into those types of things, because that energy can be, it can be placed somewhere that's going to, benefit you, that's going to bring just a return on investment, and so I guess I can share an experience where I have had to learn a hard lesson, and in me just putting my energy into a thing that just this is what it was going to be. It was never going to be anything different. It was never going to change. And you look back years later and you say, I have wasted so much energy. I've put so much energy. It's been so draining dealing with this person. I have given them all of my energy with nothing but an empty tank to show for it. So like I said, I don't know if I broke it down, but I'll touch back on it again with the whole analogy of member club and, or club member, being a club member. Me being I'm actually a member of a particular store. I'm not going to share their name because they're not paying me. But I remember when COVID happened, first happened, and the shelves were empty. You couldn't find essentials. And because I was a member, because I had committed myself to being a member, I had access to the benefits of this particular place setting things aside for me. Me being able to depend or rely on them to have what I needed, and me being able to take what I needed because I was committed, because I invested in this particular place. They were able to allow me access to those benefits. And so if someone is not committing themselves to you, if they have not invested in you, and you're doing all the committing, you're doing all the investing, it's time out for that, because you're going to be left with an empty bag. You're going to be left out in the cold, and they're not going to think twice about it. And so that energy, putting that energy into only those who qualify, it's time to start vetting people. I'm in this whole series, or not this series, but this whole season of just qualifying everybody that I entertain in my life now. And when you show me that, you almost have to approach it with the low expectation of everybody until they prove themselves. I mean, that's just real. I mean, and the reason why I've come to that conclusion is because I have just been clueless. And I have allowed a lot of people to mishandle me, to mishandle what I bring to the table, because I was just so casual with my time, with my energy, And so, now it may come across as being quite blunt, maybe cold even, but this is you. When you look in the mirror, you're going to have to account for everything that you allow in your life. That's heavy, right? Yep, it's you. So that includes the people that you allow in your circle too. So I'm gonna get off that, but anyway. The third thing that I wanted to talk about is your intimacy. And what does that mean? What does that mean, intimacy? Into me, see, looking inside of me. So how many of us have opened up to the wrong people? How many of us have thought that we were safe in the space that we were in, and we opened up to the wrong people? That's what I mean by, not allowing convenient people who are conveniently in your life. And that means that they're just only there to get something. They're not there to stay. They're not going to be committed. They're not going to be consistent. They're just there. And when they receive, when they get what they feel like they can get from you, from that situation, they're gone. Just as quick as they came, they're gone. Just as quick as they came, they're gone just as fast, I guess. I don't know, y'all. But anyway, so your intimacy, this is something that I really had to ring in or reel in or whatever, because I don't know if I'm the only person, but there have been situations where, you know, you're talking with someone and they decide to start sharing, and you think that that's the green light for you to just open up and start sharing. And now what did you do? Now you have opened up a whole new world for them. And in the wrong hands, that can be very dangerous, because they can take something so valuable, so delicate as your vulnerability, and they can use it against you. That's just real. This is the world that we live in, where you cannot be so trusting, because most people, they come with motives. That's just real. They come with motives. They come to take. And I don't want to come across as mean or, you know, this is just life lessons that I have learned. And I got it this time. Okay, I am very careful now to qualify, to vet people before I allow them in to me. And I mentioned on the last video that those of us who are followers of Christ, those of us who seek a closer relationship with Him, He should be your BFF, if you will. You know, the person that you tell everything to, because guess what? Newsflash, He knows everything anyway. So it's safe there. There's no second guessing. There's no, oh my gosh, why did I just tell them that? I hope they don't go back and say anything. You know, there's none of that. It's a safe place. And for me, like I said before, I journal. I talk about my innermost thoughts and feelings, whatever's going on. When I pray to Him, and I tell Him everything that I'm feeling in that moment. And it is very freeing, and it's a release, because I get it. You do want to talk to somebody, you want to vent, but you got to be able to qualify people in your life before you allow them access to your innermost, your just you. You can't allow people in like that now. I mean, it is very dangerous to do so. And so that's, you know, something that I wanted to jump on and just share. And one other point that I wanted to make in regards to your time, your energy, and your intimacy, you know, if you're someone like me, and I am big on motivating and encouraging and pouring into people, you know, and I feel like, oh, I got the capacity. But if you don't qualify the right person, or if you don't vet the person that has the capacity to receive from you, you're going to end up empty. And if I could use the analogy of being a gallon-sized container, you are a gallon-sized container of motivation, of inspiration, of just positivity. And you are, you know, I guess attracting, well, we're going to say were, because remember, we're not doing this anymore. But you're attracting those who are 8-ounce containers. And when you begin to pour your gallon into that 8-ounce container, what happens? An overflow. Not in a good way. That means it's a waste, right? That means the things that you're putting into them is falling by the wayside. Or even if you are pouring into someone that has a container with holes in it. And so everything that you're putting into them is not even capturing some of it. It's just leaking out, and you end up empty. You end up drained. So yeah, that's heavy, you know, but this is what I've been talking to myself about, and I'm just sharing with you guys. Take what you can, you know, take what you need from this message. Maybe you don't need anything from it and you know someone who does. Feel free to share. You know, this is just me being my authentic self, me walking this thing out. And I wanted to come on and just share some nuggets of some things that I have been walking through, that I have overcame, and that I'm newly implementing into my life to make me better. And I just hope that this helped you in some way. So ladies, you know my closing that I love to say, and that is that you are queens, that your crown was custom made, custom fitted for you. So wear it. Okay, so no more allowing people access to you who don't qualify. No more allowing casual people into your life that just come to take. We are taking or adopting the whole principle or concept of membership only. Are you going to invest into me? And if you're going to do that, then that's only when you're able to unlock what I have to offer. So into the next video, you guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.